Yeah, I want to give you three choices. The first choice is that God made us. The second choice is that we evolved from some type of an ape like creature in our past. Or the third choice is that whatever made us and is keeping us alive and healing us is still living inside us. So these are the three choices that I'm giving you. This idea of a human race that is completely unsatisfied with everything that's going on in the world is quite frustrating. What I mean by that is if we actually knew how we're functioning and who made us and what drives us on and what keeps us alive and what helps us reproduce and all these things that are going on in our bodies and in plants and in animals, that understanding of what it is that is making us what we are, this idea of having life inside our entity, having life inside plants, having life inside animals, all this life that is going on isn't explained properly. And I think there's a lot of people in this world that don't accept the options that are offered to them. So, this idea that the soul has a much greater role in our life is a very interesting proposal or proposition, that we have something living inside us that is constantly improving us or keeping us alive, keeping the activities in our bodies moving forward, healing us when we're sick. All these things require something to be inside us, something that understands when something is needed. There's a solution through experience. The souls have experienced people with diarrhea. The souls have experienced when your heart is acting up. Souls have experienced all these things already. So there is this protocol of what has to be done to heal us in the moment we have these problems occurring. To say that God is doing all this is a little bit far fetched. I know religion is very necessary for a lot of people, but this idea of somebody in the sky sending a message down to us, or having built in some type of mechanism to heal us, is very, very rudimentary. It's very hard for me as a person to grasp that something far away is helping me when I have the flu, or I cut myself, or whatever it may be. It's very, very far away. It's very removed from who I am and what I am. And this idea that we evolved from an ape-like ancestor doesn't bode much better for me, because the complexity of the human body. Any airplane mechanic would say to you, the complexity of an airplane requires a mechanic to be constantly looking after it, maintaining it, working with it, doing all these things to make sure that this plane is functioning and running perfectly. The human body is hundreds and thousands of times more complex than anything that humans have built. So, this understanding that this complexity is so overwhelming, and for somebody to suggest that either somebody in the sky is helping us maintain these bodies, or the evolutionary process has made all these built-in mechanisms for us to heal or to stop blood coming out of our skin, whatever it may be, it is too far-fetched. The answers are closer to home. And what I mean by that is that life requires maintenance, and it requires in real time, this maintenance in real time, the solutions in real time, milliseconds. There's so much going on in our bodies that we need to have a mechanism that is helping it, controlling it, moving it forward. We have so many different things going on inside us that require an entity to be inside us to make sure that everything is working and healing and maintained to perfection. That is the big issue, is that I don't think there's any other solution that is more refined and more beautiful than having a life force or life energy that covers our entire body like a network of souls that keep us protected, keep us healthy, and keep us always aware of where we are, who we are, what we are. There's a lot going on inside our body that can only be explained by something that is present and something that is working away at moving humanity forward, moving animals forward, keeping plants alive, keeping this interconnectivity between everything working, the communication working. And the only explanation is that the life force that's inside us is inside animals, it's inside plants, and that interconnectivity is working so well and so fine tuned that it has to be closer to home than a god in the sky or an ape that was part of our ancestry, you know, 10 million years ago, whatever it may be. It is not possible or not feasible that these developments are so far back in the past. We are working in real time and in milliseconds. There is no time for a message to come from somewhere to stop our hands from bleeding or whatever it may be. There is no separation between the now and what needs to be done to keep us alive. We have activities in our body that have to be controlled, monitored, influenced every millisecond. So life has to be controlled from the inside out, not from some past ancestor or from some god in the sky. Everything we need is inside us, and everything that is inside us is working to keep us, plants, and animals alive. Yeah, it would be really nice to have an open discussion on this subject matter if something could be living inside us, an entity or entities or a life force or a life energy that is responsible for all this activity that is taking place in our body. Is it possible that we're being controlled from the inside out? Is it possible that we're being looked after by a life force that lives inside us? Is God the right answer? Is evolution the right answer? It would be a worthy discussion to figure out if humanity needs to really change its outlook or attitude towards who made us, what is controlling our health, what is keeping us alive. If it is something living inside us, it would be nice to discuss it and to figure out if that could benefit humanity.